think our next step is, as God is working with us, I think our next step is for us to move out into, I'm not talking about moving, placing ourselves in proximity to the suffering and the people who are being neglected. In my community, if you come into my community, 84% of the children are being raised without a father in the home. 75% of those children are being born out of wedlock. The kids who are in jail, 98% of those grew up without a father. The church needs to be planted there. We need more than just a welfare system there. We need to begin to plant churches in these places. And God is blessing the big congregation. And that we could take people, 25 people, and plant those in these needed communities. And that we could begin to raise up congregation. We need congregation there because people need more than your used clothes. They need more than that. They need our presence. They need our presence. That's why I talk about the 3 R's. Relocation, living in the community. Moving in there, being reconciled, living in the community. A few of y'all. I don't want all of y'all in there. That would be gentrifying the community. We don't need all of you. We need just a few of you there in the community who understand that we can't just patronize people. We got to believe they're created in the image of God, and we got to love them because they didn't have the love. They don't have grandmothers and grandfathers anymore in the community because these kids are 13 and up who are giving birth to these children. And the man and the woman is mad with the parents of this boy that knocked up his daughter. And the woman is mad because her son got knocked up that girl that they don't like. And so they already don't have an extended family. And that's what the church is supposed to be. It's the family of God in the neighborhood, rescuing the perishing, tutoring these children, encouraging them, taking them to camp, doing things with them. Yes, structurally. But the church is Christ's body in the community. I could tell you something else, but the gates of hell can't stop the church. I wish I could kill some of these churches, but I can't. I wish I could get rid of some of them. Because when they ask me to come in and do a feasibility for where to plant a church, I just count how many is there, and I say, plant one right here. Because I can tell you, this might be the most criminalist place in society. It's where all these storefront churches, because they got that church for a building, not for a community. For a building. And they got to put guards around those Mercedes on a Sunday morning to keep those kids from stealing their hubcap. You get the idea? Yeah. And so what we need to do now is to bring God's reconciled people alive. And we can do this. We can find time to do this. I've met people here say, we have church on a Saturday afternoon. We have Bible classes. We get those kids together on a Saturday afternoon. And they don't know nothing about the church. They don't know about what day it is, you know. So we can do this. This is what's urgent. Know what's frightening me? In the light of all this information, that we're going to produce our own terrorists. If all of our kids keep dropping out of school, going to prison, and the big thing in prison is what they call recidivalism. It means that the prison make more need for more prison because 65% of that 100% goes back into prison. And so we're not rehabilitating people in our society. We need to be on the ground with the church, and a church like our church here could plant and prepare 25 people to go into a community. They got to be trained. They got to be encouraged to not to go in there and tell them they need more consumption, because we consume more than other folks consume in those neighborhoods. And we're already being exploited by all of these payday loan things within our neighborhood there. People need something better than that. They need to see love and compassion. And a church can do that. I am the parachurch guru. I have created more parachurches than anybody else probably alive in CCDA. But I'm telling you what thing, I'm asking God to forgive me for being so blind so long. But I'm also praising him that he has opened my eyes. And reason here today is because a church initiated this. And so we need to be planting and giving people the privilege to participate in it.